right? So next we talk about the CSS syntax, right? So how we can use the CSS, right? So first we'll go through this entire we have to cover, then we'll come to the practical also. So in CSS syntax, you will be having rules, you will be having properties, you will be having values, you will be having a declarations. The CSS document consists of one or more style rules. As I said, right, in CSS you are going to make font properties, font color, font strong, right? Then you are going to change background images. So these are the several properties rules you are going to make, right? So it will be not only one rule, more than one rule also you can define on your CSS document. The rule what you are going to define, right, it will be consist of selector. So what is that selector? Actually selector will identify your HTML element or elements that is going to be affected. So followed with the some properties you are going to define, some value pairs will be there, so which is going to for the declaration person. So each pair will be having a declaration. That means you are going to define that, right? So for example, you can see here, right? So I'm using as a H1, right? So you can see here the moment I use F1, so this is called as your selector, right? That means we are going to select H1 for CSS. What declaration you have used, what property you have. So these are the declaration. Complete design will be declaration. In this declaration, each declaration will be having, as I mentioned, properties and value. That is called, it is pair, right? So how it is there? See the color, colon, blue. So it will give the properties is color and value is blue. Similar way, font size, properties is font size and value is 12 pixel. And you can see here I am using the semicolon after each line. This is the actually syntax you have to use for the CSS. If you are not making this way, then obviously your CSS will not run exactly. So you have to follow. So the selected is nothing. The tag which you are using on your HTML page, like paragraph tag. I want paragraph as a strong, so it will be used as a P. So that P, that is the paragraph or H1 or image or your alignment. So that will be considered as a selector and connecting with your value pairs, right? So each will be having a properties and the value will be there, each pair will be there, and then you can add as many different declaration you want. So you can define so as many declaration you need in CSS. Another example, as I mentioned, right? So the syntax, right? The selector, as we are using as an example, already seen the H1. Then you are going to use the property colon value semicolon, right? So this is one declaration. Then again you have property 2 colon the value 2 semicolon. So these are the another declaration. So this complete here to here, this will be called as a declaration block, and the complete what you are using as a selector and complete tag, it is called as the rule. Okay, so this is the rule. This is H1. Complete this line will be considered as a rule. Okay, so we made one rule. For another example, you can see here EM. So EM you are using, right, embedding, right? So embedding color colon red. So wherever you use the EM tag, it will be as a color will be red, right? So this is the selector. Another example, paragraph, we are using P. So wherever paragraph here you are going to use. Now you are going to use margin. When you use the margin, you can see that I have used different 4 parameters, right? 5 pixel, 0, 10 pixel, 0. What is the meaning of that? This is nothing. Your top, bottom, left, right, that alignment. So this will be your alignment. You are going to do that. Then font weight. Weight means you are going to make bold or you want italic. Okay, so you can decide accordingly here. Font weight, bold. You can see every line I am giving semicolon. And next you can see that font family. Say it right, colon. The font family I will be using as Arial, Helvetica and Sans serif. So these are the properties we have used. So these are the two different example. Okay.